What's going on, guys? Joe here with another video. Today in this video, guys, we're going breaking down my Dino Shaddoll deck profile. If you guys watch the live streams, this is still one of my favorite decks and one of the decks I play most, usually during the live streams. That and usually my Adamantipator deck. So a lot of you guys have already kind of seen me use the deck, so today I'm actually going to go through and break down the deck, guys. So if you have any questions about the deck or you'd like to find out more, definitely consider joining my one of the live streams and checking it out, or let me know if you'd like to see maybe some test hand video or something like that, or maybe breaking down maybe a little bit more about the deck and how it works. Also, guys, if you're looking for any Yu-Gi-Oh cards or or card sleeves, anything like that, I'm gonna do. I'll post a link down in the description of the video if you guys are interested in picking any of that up. I'm gonna do a discount on my store sale for 20% off for the next 2 weeks, guys. So your entire purchase will be 20% off. If you haven't purchased anything on my online website to help support the channel, and if you're already looking for cards, definitely go ahead and consider checking it out, guys, because it's hard to beat 20% off Yu-Gi-Oh cards, not counting yet again card accessories and stuff like that I have listed on the store too. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get the party started. We'll go ahead and dive in. And I'll go through the deck profile with you guys, and also go through some alternative cards that are budget friendly as well too. So for this, guys, I use 3 conductors. We'll put it. There we go. Yep. I use 3 conductors, guys, because I don't mind getting one of them in hand. Usually if I get one of them in hand, it's perfect, because then the rest of the plays I do, a lot of them, most people will let me go through until I get to the last part, maybe where I'm going to use, Armadon to like pop, Baby or one of the other dinos, right, and try and add pill in my hand. That's usually where you get ashed. A lot of people wait, or maybe if I go for Ovi, they may go ahead and do it then, or sometimes they'll let you go through the combo because they know you really just want to try to go through, get miss, use miss, activate miss effect, then go Armadon. So that's why I like having him, so that way if they go ahead and block that and they think I can't do anything, at this point I'll already have at least my 2 dinos in the grave, and I can just remove 2 and go him and go all out. I just use 3 Ovi, guys, right? He's perfect, right, on normal, he's normal summoned or special summoned, right? You can add one of your dinos from your deck to your hand or send it to the graveyard. So he's definitely very useful. And then you can use it to pop one of your tokens for the Lost World, right, and use its effect to, bring out the babies or, things like that to kind of help, speed up the deck and to continue to go through a lot of your combos. All right. I do use one of the Flame Kaiju of the dinos, guys, and then I do use one Overtex as well, so we can make it a little easier to get to pill, and even better, though, if you pop it with Armadon, right, you'll get double pill from this, and then pill from Armadon, so you could have 2 pills at once. I've done that before, and it's very hilarious. I also use one Pankratops, guys. For my build, what I do is I use... let me go through and find them real quick. I use the 1 petite, guys, and the 2 babies. I feel like that's the correct one. I feel like more like 3 babies or 2 petites. I feel like that's too much. I feel like this is like the right set for this deck. Anything else, I feel like 3 babies and a petite, or just the 3 babies. I feel like it just doesn't work right. I've tried it all out because I've been using this deck for months. Also use the 2 Armadons, guys. These got reprinted, so they're much cheaper and a lot easier to get now. And then, of course, we use none other than the legendary Miss. And then good old Giant Rex. And so that's everything for our Dino package, guys. For our Shaddoll stuff. So for our Shaddoll monster cards, we'll dive into that, and then we'll go into our spell cards. I use 1 Falcon, 1 Dragon. I use 1 Squadama, and then 1 Beast, guys. And then I use Schisms. I like using these combos because it's very quick to go through them. I barely get them in my hand, and when I tend to do, usually I'm going to get someone that's using like spellcasters, and they're using like the Lost Village to keep me from playing spells. So at least that happened in one of the live streams and the tag duels we did, and I drew Dragon for my turn, and I summoned Dragon. Now I had full combo. So you're perfectly fine, summon one of them if you have to, and then go in combo with your other Dino stuff. I've done that several times, and it's actually been very helpful because a lot of the times they would have locked me out of all of my spell cards. So that comes very helpful in case that happens. Alright, so next we'll move on to the spell cards portion of the deck, guys. I use 3 Lost Worlds. I still feel like that's the right fit. And if you want to mix it in maybe with just 2 and maybe go... go something else, so there's another one that you would like to use, that's fine too, but I like just keeping it at 3. Me personally, I barely ever draw Lost World, even running it at 3. That's probably out of the entire deck, this is probably the card that I see the least. Surprisingly, I always have trouble drawing this card. Usually if I draw it, I pretty much have game. Um, Especially if I draw it, first turn. I also forgot to mention, guys, this is a hardcore go in second deck, obviously. So this is definitely a go in second deck. We'll play 3 Fossil Digs, right, to add our dinos to our hand. Usually you're going to go for more than likely Miss, or Baby, or Petite, or Ovi, right? Those are going to be the main dinos, right, that you always go to pull your hand. So, right, depending on what you have, you're just going to add one of the missing ones that you're missing, essentially. Then we're going to use 3 Shaddoll fusions, right, because it is a Dino Shaddoll, so we're going to use 3 of them. This is really good to help bait out, whether it be Fossil Dig or Shaddoll Fusion. Depending on what I need based on my hand, guys, I'll play whichever one first. So that way if they have Ash, it'll bait them out with the Ash, and then I can go for like Shaddoll Fusion or the Fossil Dig that I really needed and go combo. So it really helps out. It's an extra card for them to bait with Ash. If it doesn't go, it resolves. You're doing fantastic. You've already got everything that you need, and you're good to go. Plus you got an extra monster out of it too, so it's really insane. I run 3 Lightning Storms, guys, in the main deck. I don't like back row stuff or OP monster cards on the field too. So the reason I do that, right, is you want to make sure you're interacting with your opponent's board, and you're forcing them to you're forcing them to do something, right. You're forcing them to negate. You're forcing them to activate a card effect or something like that. And we're going through their negates. So if you don't have the money, or you can't afford to get Lightning Storm, guys, you can use. We've got a few different, options, right? I'll go through all of them, right? So if you're looking for some budget alternatives instead of running Lightning Storm, right, you can use Dark Hole if you want to use Dark Hole. You can use Book of the Eclipse, really good to put them all face down. They're going to be forced to negate it. If they don't, right, bring out your Conductor, and you don't even have to use Conductor's effect. They're all face down, and you just plow through all their monsters, guys. So it's a free Conductor without using its effect. Just bring them out on the field. Good old Dark Ruler, right? You may already have, most people already have this card, whether you're using the main deck or side deck. So if you don't have them, you probably could go ahead and put maybe run 2 in the main deck. Or if you want to run a Raigeki to destroy your opponent's board, yet again, it forces them to interact, and it doesn't matter, unlike Lightning Storm, if it's in defense, it'll still destroy all of their cards. Same with, of course, Dark Hole as well. Or if you guys want to run like Twin Twister, if you want something extra to get rid of some back row stuff. I like running them mostly just to get rid of the back row stuff, and I run Hard Piece Feather Duster as well, guys. I don't like them having set back row stuff or monsters set on the field. Like I said, I want them to interact. I want them to negate the Duster or the Lightning Storm. If they don't and it goes through, hey, that's even better. But we want to make sure our main plays go through. So a lot of times it's a huge lifesaver with me. Foolish Barrel, where there's so many 1-card combos in the deck, that helps out, do a lot of them. Just by doing that, we could use it on Miss, Ovi, one of the Shaddolls, pretty much whatever you need at the particular moment. Maybe you need a dino in the grave, right? You could go Overtext as well too. Send it to the graveyard, add Pill instantly to your hand, and you already have a dino in grave. There's so many good things you can do with that. I use 2 Pills, guys, and then also I use 2 Triple Tactics Talents. This card helps a lot too, because so many people using negate monsters or hand traps these days. 3's too many, So hopefully you guys were able to pick these up when I don't know. I haven't looked at them price wise in a little while, so I'm not sure what they're sitting at right now. But they were in the Megatons, so it's definitely, hopefully you guys took the advantage and picked up some Megatons when they were out. At least got maybe 1 copy, if not 2 copies of this. And then just the standard 1 Called by the Grave. And that's it for the main deck, guys. That's all of our stuff for the main deck. We're only using 40 cards. So now we'll go into the side deck, guys. So I'm using, now you guys can, it's up to preference what you want to use on this as well. Same thing for the main deck as well. I gave you guys some other options. You can use 2 Construct, or you can use the one I like using 2, just for backup. I can get them out both very easily, so it's not a problem. So it's up to you, right? I like running 2. Also run 2 Winda, right? Usually I'll get one out on my turn, and then if it goes to my opponent, just in case they play through it, right, we'll go Schisms, play the other window on their turn, and they're back where they started after they've already gotten rid of the other. I'm not even gonna try. But this is the Earth one that's fusion with the Earth monster, so you could send like your Rex to the graveyard, or one of the babies if needed, something like that to bring that one out, guys. So that one helps out a lot. I can't even talk today. Al Capone. He's really good, right? Because when he's sent to the graveyard, plus if he's on the field, right, you can negate a monster card effect too. Most people just send him to the graveyard from the deck to add, like, you know, Shaddoll Fusion or Schisms from your deck to your hand. So depending on what you're needing, right? I still run 2 Dolka, 1 Lag. I know some people aren't playing Lag yet. I very rarely get him out, so if you want to use something else, I would say that's fine. I just like having him for backup just in case, you know, I've got like the perfect board, everything's about to go for game, and I don't want to chance them going like everything else is good. Just maybe just I need something to counter for spells, you know, a spell or a trap, right? That's why I kind of have it as just kind of an in case, but you could swap it out if you want to. 1 Secure Guard Note, 1 Link Karibo, right, so it's make a backup for us to easily go for Pill. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Anaconda, right, you can go through towards the end of your board, go through and do all your combo, then go Shaddoll Fusion, and then you can go Battle Phase and bam, right, pop off and either OTK your opponent or you'll have one heck of a board. Use it like I do when I go to finish. So they have a lot to compete with on their turn. Then I use 1 Zeus, guys. I love using Zeus. I use Zeus pretty much in every deck. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people are, right? Because it gets rid of everything it sends. It doesn't destroy, so it just wipes out everything. So it's a good board clear. I like using a lot of board clear cards. It's one of the things I'm probably known for. And also, too, like always, right, Underworld Goddess, because we can spam a lot of monster cards on the field. So even if it's something we can't get through, maybe whether it's negate or effect or attack-wise, something like that, then maybe it's OP, right? We can just use their monster to link off as the 5th material for Underworld Goddess, and then rest of their monster be negated, and then she can destroy the other ones or attack them directly. So she's a really good card to end on as well, if in case you're in situations like that. I've had to do that a few times, where the opponent just has something out that's insanely OP, and I'm able to combo out and get my monsters out on the field where I can go, you know, get 5 monsters out, and then at least 4 monsters out, and then use the 5th for my opponents, and then go for her and do what we need to do. But that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. If you guys have any questions about the deck, or if there's any, you know, if you would like to see me do some sort of tutorial or anything like that, just let me know down below in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions or anything like that. It's a very fun deck, guys. It's a very good competitive deck. Like I said, I've been using it for a while now. I would say over 6 months, probably at least 6 months, maybe over 6 months that I've been playing this deck, and I've made different versions throughout the time. And I would probably say this is probably one of the best versions that I've made so far, or one of the better versions since this has been limited to 1. But that'll do it for this video, guys. If you guys made it to the video, like always, I appreciate your love and support. Make sure you also check out my website down in the link below if you're looking to check out, looking for any Yu-Gi-Oh cards here to purchase for the next 2 weeks. I'll have everything on sale for 20% off. It'll automatically apply the discount at checkout, so you won't have to do anything special. I'll go ahead and do all the heavy lifting for you. All you have to do is just add it in the cart, and you'll automatically receive 20% off. But that'll do it for this one, guys. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll catch you in the next video.